Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we're not working on the Triumph today. I'm waiting on some parts. What we're gonna work on is a buddy of mine's bike. It's his '06 Electroglide he bought secondhand. He's had a few issues with it that I've had to fix. And what the problem is now is that the primary is leaking and the transmission are leaking. So we're gonna dig into that and see what we gotta see. And hopefully we don't find anything else other than just the leaks that we have to fix. The bike runs good now, after I've done a little bit of work to it before, and so hopefully this just fixes everything and he can get back on the road. So let's get to it. Start by draining the fluids. Okay, so I got the bags off, the seat off, the side covers off, drained the fluids, and I jacked it up in the air. Now, of course, ideally I'd want to have a lift, and I am working on getting one, but right now this is what I got. You don't even need this to do what I'm doing. So take the shifter off, take the floorboards off, take the outer primary off. And the only reason I took the bags off was just to give me more room. And I took the side covers off so that the strap here, that it's strapped to the jack. You know, the bike's strapped to the jack, so the straps won't do anything to the side covers. It's all just for ease of getting in here. It took me 2 seconds to get all that off. So let's start taking the primary apart. Okay guys, so the only thing I've done here that you guys didn't see was I took the 5 bolts out of the trapdoor cover and the transmission cover. I got that taken off, and I've just taken the inner primary off, which is no big deal, and I replaced the seals there. Now I've noticed this. This bolt right here is what is called, some people will call it the eccentric screw, or they'll call it the shifter paw adjuster screw, or the shifter adjuster screw, or whatever you want to call it. This is an eccentric screw with a lock nut. And that screw adjusts this shifting fork right here, okay? The shifter fork has two teeth, one tooth here and one at the end, or little hooks or whatever you want to call them. Those two teeth or hooks have to be equal distance from two dowel pins on the shifting drum when the bike is in third gear. That's important, it's got to be in third gear. Right now, all the space is on this side, none of the space is on the right side. So what I have to do is I have to loosen this nut, make sure the eccentric screw is in the right position, and then adjust that and retighten the eccentric nut, or the lock nut on the eccentric screw with a dab of blue Loctite. I think between that and the fact that all of the fluid was basically leaking out of the primary from bad seals, I think that'll fix all the problems with this bike's shifting. The seal for the transmission output shaft was shot, and this was leaking like a sieve. The bottom of the primary was leaking, and I replaced the seal for the jack shaft. I replaced this seal on the inner primary. So basically all it's gonna be from here on out is putting this all back together in the exact reverse order that it came apart in, and then it'll be a test drive, and then hopefully you'll see me for an outro. So hopefully soon we will be done with my friend's bike. So I'm gonna adjust this. It's not much, it just has to be equal distance from the dowel pins in third gear. That's the important thing. It has to be when the bike's in third gear. Put this all back together, get it shipped out. So I will see you guys here in a few minutes, and we'll get this video wrapped up. All right guys, that's the end of this video. As you can see, it's another day. The bike has sat for over 24 hours. There's no leaks, ride's great, clutch works, transmission works just fine. So basically all we did was disassemble the entire primary drive, inner and outer primary cover, resealed all that, adjusted the shifter paw, sealed up the transmission, put some new fluids in it. All the specs for torque and tightening sequence and all that can be found on the internet. Next video, we're going to be working on my Dyna. We're going to be rebuilding the front end of that, and then it's back onto the Triumph. Anyways, guys, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.